So here's a quick message to all these sort of preppy American elite types, or for that matter, Russian elite types. Thinking like, no, like in the case of a nuclear war, like our dad's got a bunker. We got a safe place we can go to. It's all good as far as that. Yeah, how many people know about that place though? Like how many staff work for your dad? And if you go scuttling into your nuclear bunker with a few weeks supply of food and a swimming pool, what would you think your staff are going to do, or anyone who knows about that bunker would do if you chose that instead of sticking with your people? Or for that matter, if you chose to build it in the first place for a few $100 million or whatever, instead of feeding your own people? They'll seal you in, you idiots. I was like, oh, what, of soldiers in the American army? I mean, or like your rank and file. Like, well, we're not going underground. Like, well, what do you think? You're supposed to just stay outside the bunker and guard the bunker. Oh, like, oh, so what's that? A nuclear war is about to happen. Like, well, my family in Idaho is like, they're all gonna die. Like, oh, uh, why are you building in the first place? I don't understand it. Like, what you think you're gonna go underground, like with like a handful of like VIPs and rich people and chiefs of staff and president and like that, and top brass of military and government and the elites and the rich people. You're gonna go underground for a few weeks and outlast nuclear war. Like, yeah, and then the fallout will clear, and then you'll come up above the ground somehow. You won't, honestly. Just weld it shut. Pour molten lead on it, barricade you in, concrete on it. You burrow through concrete while your fingernails. You ain't coming up. You wouldn't want to anyway. It'd be a radioactive wasteland, and none of you like morons from the upper classes of America. Like, you never got your hands dirty on a farm. You never planted anything. You got seeds, got agricultural equipment. What do you got? You're morons. You're evidence of it because you built bunkers. No one would let you come up. If they found your bunker, like, it's get sealed shut. If you got out of it, you'd die in a week. That is the reality of nuclear war. It would kill everyone on the planet. Like, I was going to say, no, it wouldn't. There's like tribal peoples and mountainous regions and that and the other. Like, I don't like much of the fallout we get like too far into the Himalayas. Like, always like Nepalese and Bhutanese people. They'll go into the mountains. They know how to survive there. Also, and like and the Afghans do know caves, but like that's all in the community in like those regions, and it's like a kind of a bit like local knowledge almost, like, oh, down this bit of like rocky terrain, it looks like every other bit of rocky terrain in the Hindu Kush or whatnot. Like, oh, there's a cave in here and a huge network of tunnels. Like, those people will survive because they're working together with the community. Like, you think all the rich people are going to go underground and what survive somehow? Hell no, definitely not. It's like it's just a mark of how like piss poor and superficial their thinking is. Like, got a great watch, you got a Bentley. Like, I got like 4 Bentleys from my daddy's trust fund. I got a Rolex. Yeah, dude, fuck your Rolex. I got like this $500,000 watch. Like, you'd be strung up from the Eiffel Tower with your fucking watch as like a new art exhibit that incorporates torture. Like hanging someone in chains, like Robert Askin is trying to stop the Reformation in Britain. Someone takes you like for your fucking arm to drop off. Like, or you like, frankly, if owning something like that, you should be like whipped in the town square, like a common crook. they're tied to a post in town square by a rope and beaten with sticks. Like, it's like, you fucking idiot! Like, have some goddamn taste. Like, stupid diamonds on your wrist. There's like people dying in mines looking for diamonds. You're horrifying. I can't believe like anyone would serve you at a dinner table. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, like, I want to be like those people. Like, why? They're awful, and they're fucking stupid. Most of them, like, like wealth, like it buys you like ornaments and doesn't buy you intellect. I know that. I've been to a private school, and like it might buy you grades to some extent, I think. But like it'll buy you grades if you're rich and clever. Like, the thing is, like most people I went to school with, I got through the state system. They would be on 3Bs. Most of them would. But like the extra tuition and the pushing and this, that, and the other, that gets them up to 2As and a B, most of them. So it's like I like slacking off massively to bring myself down to 3Bs, like because I'm jaded with that system. I'm probably gonna got better grades than the average there. That's the fucked up bit. Like, if I really pushed myself, I reckon I could have got like an A star and 2As. My sister did. Actually, I think she got 3 A stars, A level, which like should be like frankly Cambridge grades, and she did apply to Cambridge. She didn't get in for some reason. I understand why not. I reckon she should have applied to Oxford. That's like the languages one. Actually, I'm pretty certain I did tell her this. And again, her grades might have actually been too snazzy for Oxford. Like 3 A stars. Like, we're suspicious of this. A star and 2As. Like, I'll take you for that. Cool. Do some extracurriculars. And she's just like the wrong sort of feminine for Cambridge as well. Not nearly like podgy and blue-haired enough. Not feminazi-ish enough. Feminist, yeah, but like sporty and preppy. Like, y'all public school. Like a typical one, like all those like leftist lady academics would hate her. Like, just for being frankly, well, never mind. Yeah, like, you ain't going underground and coming out again. If you do, like, what do they do? Dice you up for daring to go in, then take their fucking bunker. like, what are you gonna do? Like, oh, I got my AR-15 in my bunker. Like, oh, how many bullets you got? You're gonna shoot through all the concrete. Yeah. You went into a basement in essence. Why did you think this was a good plan? Like, I wouldn't build a bunker. If anything, I'd try and hide in the sky. That might be more like it. A big, very high atmosphere airship. But I'd be got with like rail guns and missiles. Like, look at that fucker trying to hide. Oh no! Like, hide in space. Actually, that is the way to hide from nukes. I'm pretty confident that's the best answer. Yeah, like for things like nuclear war, we do need to get people up there. And no, not the corporate and political and economic elites of the United States or wherever else. Not oligarchs up there. We don't need them up there. We need scientists, researchers, engineers, medics, good ones, yeah, arts, creative people, farmers. That's a sort of scientist, basically, / engineer / I suppose they're like so into actually making technology, but they got to like repair a lot of machinery. Actually, no, they're becoming more technologists now because like programming and stuff with tractors, and like we need those people in space. And I know I made like this is well, I issued this edict today, turning over 10% of Titan's resources to the Russian people, whether under the Russian Federation or not, under Putin or what have you. But yeah, I mean, do you mean to the people? And yes, I do mean a fair share for all Russian people, and not for your oligarch friends. Those reserves, 10% of it is worth 10 times. Those reserves are 10 times greater than all the crude oil and natural gas that has ever existed on planet Earth, at a minimum. Do you want this? It's rather valuable. Rather valuable. 10%, that's a hell of a lot. Hell of a lot of money. Hell of a lot of money to go around. I don't think anyone loses from that sort of cash injection, do they? But yeah, you've got to follow my terms. You've got to get out of Ukraine immediately. And you've got to play by the rules of the agreement and the Constitution and international law, hence. And you have to legalize cannabis, heroin, morphine, and cocaine. And I suggest psilocybin also. But if you don't like fuck that quite yet, put it to the one side. That's crocodile shit. It needs to stop now. You get your 10% for Russia, which is disproportionate, by the way. There's a stake in those reserves. Because I don't think you've got 10% of the planet's people, have you? I did that considering your innovations in space. I thought it was respectful and good. But if you don't want to take that offer, fine. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.